It's Week 17 of the NFL. And we'll see the Broncos' speedy running back. He's now able to call himself a 1,000-yard rusher for the season. It's the Broncos and the Pats on Monday night.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Kate Scott and Brock Hewer with a bird's-eye view of this one, which some could call, Brock, a playoff preview. Both teams locked into the postseason, and they might even run into each other again on the road to that Super Bowl.
Yeah, Kay, these are so fun and kind of tricky, right? There's so much conversation. Well, what do we show? Do we want to show too much? What if we see them down the road? And I've always felt this way, and I don't think it will ever change. You got to be in the moment. If you sit and waste your time and spend all this energy on coulda, shoulda, wouldas, you...
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And off we go from Denver. To return this, Marcus Jones. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. And it's their fifth-year quarterback leading the charge.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, he cares less about those two numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a game of 5.
From the 32. Completed on the middle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Complete to number 2. A game of 7. First down, New England.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
32 on the carry.
All right, set now. 1st and 10.
45-yard line. A game of 16 yards.
Back to throw now. Into traffic, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
A game of 11 on the play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Gets himself. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And slide forward, holds it after a couple of yards. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. Here he is on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by Diggs. And they get this down to the 28. Will Reichert now to try the field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Smith able to put it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And they'll be let out by their 3rd-year signal caller.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Complete left side of Thomas. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They go play action here. Completed to his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 47-yard line.
From the 47, finds Sanders. And they screen with a blitz on the way. Got a man. It's Thomas. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. The Broncos will have a first down. Back now, pressure on its way. Has him on the quick hitter. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackle made by Juwan Bentley. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They are throwing it again. That one's complete. Right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted. He got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Throwing it again here. This one's caught. He almost gets to the 5. It goes out at the 6.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them, they can look so easy.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they need to get 4 on third down. Dropping back to throw. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Has this at the 6. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's first and 10 from the 34. They're going play action. Oh, he got free. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. He'll throw it. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, New England.
Oh my fucking god, Stephon Diggs is him on Patrick Surtain, the defensive player of the year, chat. I know y'all see that shit.
Right? Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Looking to his fullback now. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Only took him one play partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Christian Barmore with the play. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
That's a pickup of 7 yards, and now they'll face 4th down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. So no return on that punt. And the Patriots will be backed up pretty deep to start the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has it downfield working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes for 36 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. From midfield down. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And that brings up 4th and long. The Patriots have their punting unit out. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. John Bentley makes the play. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots double their lead to 14.
Broncos 3.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up, and they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing from the gun here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Time strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's second down coming up. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Johnny Thomas near the sideline. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. It's a two-score game early. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. It's money in left. They can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Patriots are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 17-yard line.
Hand off to the back. Jukes one defender. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a New England first down.
And the Patriots first down.
Another carry for him. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 24-yard line.
They give it to him again. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Third down.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Broncos get set to take over. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. To the sideline it goes. He's got to be on the marker. Looks like he's staying in as well. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll run here from the gun. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. 34-yard line now, 1st and 10.
44-yard line.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That's Thomas, he's got it. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Number 88. Out of bounds.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They send a man in motion. From the 35 on 2nd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's a give up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Brought down at the 35.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now on comes the Wizard of Oz, Chris Boswell for the field goal. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots offense all set to go. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. That pass complete to Moss. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightly quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 42. Cut by Diggs. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. Pass play on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. That's good for a gain of 5. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
At the Broncos' 32-yard line.
From the 32. Dumped off to his running back.
Now, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
He got out of bounds after a small gain.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line of the gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. You need to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Smith able to put it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He lobs it up, left side. He's got it. Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Cut by Sutton. defense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the Patriots' 33-yard line.
They're going play action. It's his running back. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the net. They gain 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Working inside the red zone. Got a man. It's Thomas. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Broncos looking for a score before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll throw it again. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. They are throwing it again. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos making a one-score game before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Patriots running their offense out there. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, but they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. All in left side. And he gets him around 6 there. Brandon Jones up for the stop. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. From the 34. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Patriots will have a first down. Throwing from the gun here. Stiff ball. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. He'll throw it yet again. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Completed to his running back. And that will not be enough for a first down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Only time left for one more snap, Rob, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. One last play before the break.
At their own 30-yard line.
He's back to throw. Has the downfield working left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
With the score
So we've reached the end of 2, and it's the visiting Patriots. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the third quarter. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Airing it out to start this drive. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Second and 10 now. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it fourth down. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the ball. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. The was just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Back now, pressure on its way. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Feet nines, Kate. Feet nines. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nines move to his secondary lead, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Blown back. Oh, the football's loose. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here's a throw. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. Defender's smart there to get a hand on that one. So they're left facing third and long.
And 10 yards to go.
Into the air here. Escapes the sack. That's Thomas. He's got it. Breaks the tackle. Still going. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Right up the gut. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Short pass brought in. Breaks the tackle, waiting pass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. He's dropping back to throw. Pass taken in by Sutton. Touchdown, the Broncos get the lead some in the 3rd. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game. Always set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Jones. He's got a lane up past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Catch made over the middle. And they'll make a stop at the 46-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 46-yard line.
Back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Look to throw. Complete over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Play action on 1st down. He sends this one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even Tuesdays on Sundays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away, that is a gold star effort by the defense.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. Brushes him off, breaks through, and he might break away. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He's across midfield into Patriots territory.
You know, some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
Hand off on second and short. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
They're set up at the 35 now. It's a design boot. He's got it over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
At the Patriots' 27-yard line.
From the 27. Finds his man over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll throw it again. Got a man. It's Thomas. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
The handoff up the gut. And they'll put him down at the 7-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Pass play now. Pass attack close. Is it done for a touchdown? The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. Maybe on the comeback trail right now, if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first one. You just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the 2nd half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
First Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Jones. This return makes it up to the 25. The Patriots back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. Running back gets the handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
To number 87.
I can guarantee you that's going to be until the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. To throw it on 1st down. Moss hauls it in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback goes man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Second and 3 now. Handoff now from the gun. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one is going to win.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Loss sets him up at the 9-yard line and second and goal. Back to the well again. He's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. Good, 5 yards on the run. Now they're going to have third and goal at the 4. Throwing from the gun here. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a fourth-quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Missed to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots push their lead to 3. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Returns looking good so far. Escapes a defender. And a huge return sets up the offense on the opposite side of the field.
That's what the best special teams units do, Kate. Right there, they just counterpunch. Yeah, they just took one to the chin. They looked up at the scoreboard, they're down, but that special teams unit, they took it upon themselves to fight back, and they've set this offense up with great field position.
First down, ball at the 36. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Connecting on the slant. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Second and 3 now.
Brings up second and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Plowing up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All set up now for first and 10. He's going to throw this one. Completed to Sutton. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's short of the first after a modern gain. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's third and less than a yard.
Third down.
Back-to-back carries here. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Going to the ground again on first. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, no touchdown, it's intercepted. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. They can try and salvage something. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Here's the one back on the handout. And he's brought down for a loss. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Jukes out a 1-stop. And he's brought down. They'll spot this one right at the 20. Punting minute out now. He's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. He sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
It is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3. He's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Back now, pressure on its way. Looking slant route, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Cut by Sutton. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about 18. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. He'll throw it. Completed to his running back. And he gets it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. And a work play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down. They're throwing it. He's got him. That's Moss. And he's brought stopped on his own side at the 49. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Setting up to pass. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3.
And the Patriots first down.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dots on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Starting from the 5. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He finds Sanders. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Throwing now on 1st down. Big catch is made, and he got the feet into it. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to 44 before he stopped. Throwing it again here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Marche Baku there on the coverage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd.
A 47-yard attempt.
Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up. Now Boswell on to send this away.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, he delivers.
The Patriots and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Hits him on the out route. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.